Why sex offender relationships fail before they ever get started. On today's Modern Day Leper with Ahmad Blakemore. Failing to prepare. The first thing the sex offender must do is prepare himself mentally for a relationship. But there are several steps before he gets to thinking about having a relationship. A woman to take care of, a man to take care of, children to take care of, all of these things that come outside of him. He can do none of those things if he cannot take care of himself. This is one of the main mistakes that most sex offenders make when they come out of prison. They want a girlfriend right away because they want companionship, they want love, they want to know that somebody is with them, someone is on their team. They fail to realize that the number one person that they need on their team is themselves. You have to be strong for yourself as a man, as a woman. As a woman coming out as a sex offender, it's more likely she's going to have a man in her corner that can assist her because most men carry the weight of the relationship in terms of being able to get income if the woman cannot get a job. It's not that way with a man. In most cases, he's going to have to supply himself. Men are always looked at as the stronger vessel, regardless of what their background problems are. A woman will say, I'm with you and I love you, but when things start to go wrong, what's going to happen? I could do this without you. I could do that without you. She's always going to feel as if she's dating below her grade because you're a sex offender, because you can't get the jobs that she can get. No matter how outgoing you are, how charismatic you will always have that stigma of sex offender. And so it's always the thing of, I can do better. As a male sex offender, it is my responsibility to take care of myself. I can't give that responsibility to anybody else, and I don't. We must take the time to get to know ourselves and put ourselves in the best financial situation we can be in. We will definitely lose our relationships if we are helpless going into them. And as much as we want companionship, we must take care of the financial parts and the confidence parts that we're self-reliant upon ourselves. There's a balancing act there. Next thing, the reason they fall apart is because of respect. If you want to be respected as a man, sex offender status or not, you have to be willing to walk away. You have to have standards. You have to know what you will and what you won't put up with. Sex offender status be damned. You have to have standards. And if you don't know what your standard of living is, you're going to have a problem because we are already behind the 8 ball. And you have to know that there's a level you won't go below. Status. Status is the number one thing that females want. status. That's the number one thing everybody wants. That's something that sex offenders may never get. We may never get status. We come from all walks of life, but that status symbol thing we will never get. Why? Because 2,000 feet from a school or a daycare. So therefore, you will never get in the gated community. You will never get in the nice subdivisions. You will never be in the greatest of neighborhoods, because as soon as the notifications go out, they're going to hound you. There's two parts of a relationship with a woman. There's the part that you have with her and the part that she has with others. And it's not the one that you have with her that's going to be the problem. It's the one that she has with other people. Girl, you know you can do better than that. Girl, he's a sex offender. Girl, you know you ought to stop. Girl, how you gonna do this and that? Girl, you better get rid of that loser. So you're stuck because she is going to listen to her friends and her family at some level. No matter how hard you try, you can't rinse it off, wash it off, or leave it somewhere. You're a sex offender, period. These relationships better be built on love, because if they're built on anything else, they won't last. You have to find someone who loves you unconditionally. And as a sex offender, you will find out what that means quick. If a woman has any inkling, if she's nervous or unsure or afraid or self-conscious or have no confidence, she will be talked out of a relationship with you very easily. Her family and her friends will tell her what a loser you are. On the other hand, if you have standard, if you are confident, and if you are building yourself irrespect to her and anything else, you will do fine. Sex offender relationships are built in the mind of the sex offender himself, what he personally believes, his confidence, who he believes himself to be outside of that sex offender status, that tag, that access denied sticker. You have to know who you are and transmit that strength to your man, to your woman. Then and only then will your relationship last. Because nobody can disrespect me. I can only disrespect myself. A woman don't make me. I make myself. I am in a relationship with myself before I'm in a relationship with a woman. If I haven't had a relationship with myself, chances are I won't do very well having a relationship with a woman. Sex offender status is just a tag. You must know who you are, and you must know what you will and won't accept. And when you do that, your confidence will move across your woman, your children, and everything you come in contact with. People will want to be around a winner. I'm Ahmad Blakemore. This is the Modern Day Leper. Thank you for coming by the channel. Subscribe, comment, like the video, and follow me on Twitter. Yes, I'm on Twitter now. I'll see you guys very soon. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Uh-huh.